I've got downtime as far as flying is concerned, so I thought I'd change this, which is of course my F4F Wildcat, into this. Hi everyone, FT here and welcome to my channel. I have decided to do it. A couple of reasons. I have someone who watches my videos called Keith. You know who you are, Keith. Who suggested I might want to reconsider the paint job on my Wildcat. And he's right, I've always been considering it because it is quite hard to see sometimes. And I've decided on this colour scheme. It's pre-war, but it's plainly visible, and I love the yellow silver with the black tail. So this is what I'm aiming for, and this is my canvas. So what have I done? I've ordered foam safe yellow paint, 2 cans, because I just have to do the wings and a little bit around the cowling. And one of these strips down here. I've ordered 2 cans of silver, which have arrived. It's all arrived, so I'm going to start. I'm doing the fuselage all in silver, and also the hole underneath of this needs to be done in silver. We shall see what happens. I've ordered a set of decals, but they're on back order, and I've been told it could take 2 weeks. But everywhere else I've gone, they've said they're out of stock and they just can't get them. Because of that, I've got to work out a way how to remove these decals. I don't care if it pulls the paint off with it, I just want them in one piece. And then what I can do is use double-sided sticky tape to put them back down. So the first job is to strip this down. The only reservations I've got, or the only thing I'm not happy about, is I'll be losing my red and white striped tail, which I really like. So I might actually leave the red and white striped tail there, the rudder, and paint the rest black. So it's got my own little touch on it. In fact, I've decided here and now that's what I'm going to do. We'll start with just stripping it all down. I've stripped it down. The wings just pull out. You can see where the decals were, and this is where I had my Velcro for my camera. This is where I had black underwing. This is going to be painted yellow on top and silver underneath to match the fuselage. And same as the body here. I've taken all these off. I'll mask this up. I can't dismantle this bit actually, because if you've seen my previous videos, I thought I'd been clever by bolting these in, and it all went wrong. I had to end up epoxying them in. So I'm just going to have to be very careful and mask this white and red off. So when I spray this part black, it doesn't get on that. I'll have to mask the wheels off. I've decided to use this mark. There is a tiny indentation all the way around that cowl. So I'm going to do that and spray it. I'll carry on and just strip that off. Right, so exciting times. One of my vinyl gloves exploded on my hand as I was spraying. So this is primed, ready for the colour. Where the foam is showing through like little indentations, that's because of where the decal was I pulled off. I've even sprayed the horns and the rods and everything because it's just a light touch undercoat. That's one wing ready for paint. Now here's the other wing. Now this wing's a bit more dimpled. You can see it looks a bit of a mess, but that's because this is the wing I tried to strip all the paint off it. I actually think that was a bad idea, so I decided not to do that, not to continue it. It's too late now, I can't really do much about that. I'm not going to be putting filler or anything on it, but I'll just learn from the lesson. A very light touch of primer, but it should be okay to put the main coat on. So that's both wings are done, and the fuselage is half done. I completely stripped it down. A lot of the parts are in here, so you can see I've got the pilot, I've got the wheels, I've got the canopy, so I'll be painting that silver. Hope I can do a good job of it. So what have I done? Well, obviously I took the whole thing apart. I resprayed everything with a primer. So you can see it's all primed up all over. And I've even managed to keep the red and white striped tail, which was a pain in the backside. Remind me what it was. You can see on the underside, it's all painted, everything. I removed the wheels so I don't have to mask them off. Just glue them back in. Covered up the engine and everything here, but I've pulled this forward a slight bit, so some of this plastic mount is painted grey. Removed the cockpit, but I haven't painted it yet. I'm not sure if I've got enough paint, but I've decided to go for this RC Styro. 2 yellows. I've only got 2 silvers and I've got to do the whole fuselage. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Should be. And I've got 1 black because that's just going to be for the tail. Panel lines here, I will be putting a yellow band. So I'll have to mask them off either side and put a yellow band over there. And I'll edge that with white edging. And the white edging will be this trim. I can't remember the make of the trim, I'll put it in the video. But basically I'll be using this trim to put any white lines for edging and stuff. I've now remasked everything. So the cockpit is all taped up. As you can see, ready for spraying. And I've taped this piece over so the cockpit itself will remain grey. And all the rest of this will become silver, and this will become silver as well. Taking the wings off, put the padding back in there because I don't want too much paint getting into there. So I'm quite happy with that. It's all ready to be sprayed silver. The wings, I've taped this piece of the wing because that goes into the fuselage and I don't want to make it too thick. I don't want paint over that because it's not seen anyway. So I've left a bit of a gap so there's a bit of an overlap of the yellow and this will be silver underneath. And the same with this wing. And I've covered up the servo cable and the wing support piece that goes into the foam. This doesn't need painting, any of this. So I think I'm good to go. Yeah, I think I'm good to spray it all silver. And of course this, what I do is I mask the inside of this off with paper. Just pad it in. And I've actually got some acrylic matte black paint coming, not spray, but it's Humbrol model paint. And I'll just go over all this black. So I'm not too worried now if I get something in there. And the wheel, you can see I didn't bother masking this off when I sprayed it, but I'll just repaint that black when I've got my paint. Yeah, so the fuselage is the more complicated thing to spray because of the tail. So I'm gonna go and do that now.